Welcome to On the Move.
Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in. This is On the Move and I am Mack Worley. Thank you for listening. Today's episode is a birthday show of sorts. I just found out this a few minutes ago, but it kind of went along with the format, so lucky us. Today is the 238th year anniversary of the United States Marine Corps. They were established on November 10th, 1775. So congratulations and happy birthday to the Marines. The reason why I bring this up today, not only is Veterans Day right around the corner here, but also we have some topics that we're going to be discussing today on our military. So the very first topic I would like to bring up is the proposed Marine uniform changes. Now, I don't know if any of you have been following this story at all, but this is something that has been interesting me for a little bit here that I've been hearing. The Marines are proposing to change their hats. Those covers that they had, those really awesome looking hats that they've had for a really long time. They've had them since 1922, which is over 90 years. Basically, what they're trying to do is to make it so that the Marines have a standardized hat between male and females, because as it stands right now, the males wear one style of hat and the females wear another. So they're trying to create a unisex kind of hat. Now, the hat that they're proposing right now, let me read the quote here. The improved female cap is very similar to the uniform cap worn by Sergeant Major Daniel Daly from 1904 to 1918 and would make an acceptable universal cap for all Marines. That was said by the United States Marine Corps Uniform Board 213. Now, the female hat has been winning in small group surveys that the DoD has put on, and the DoD wants a unisex hat. Now, a lot of Marines are embarrassed by these new hats that they've been proposing. They don't like them. They think they make them look sissy, basically, and they don't want their uniforms to change. Granted, they've had these uniforms for 90 years. Now, as far as the actual cost of making this change, this is what is really important. Me being a fiscal conservative, these are things that really I relate to a whole lot. Now, when you start talking about the changes that they're going to make in uniform, you start thinking about the cost. The universal men's hat costs $32 to make. Now, in relation to that, the universal women's hat cost $82 to make. So when you start correlating those costs, you have to also remember that 95% of the Marine Corps is men. Okay, so if they all use the universal men's hat, which costs $32 to make, it would end up saving them $284,000 per year, or total to change what they're currently spending, because right now they're wearing two different kind of hats. So it would actually save them money, because 5% of the people are using the more expensive hat to wear. In contrast to that, if we switched over to the universal woman's hat, they would be spending an additional $8,221,000 in order to make that switch. This was taken from the Kelly file on Fox News, so that's their numbers. This is a big deal to me. This is just another one of the reasons why our government continues to squander our money. They are not thinking conservatively. They don't think about the actual cost of a change, not to mention whether or not the change should in fact actually happen or not. And I figured this was a fitting conversation that we could talk about here on the 238th year anniversary of the United States Marine Corps. So